Hey everybody, IcyCat here, and we've got another updated operator profile, this time for BLACKBEARD. Whether you're new to the game and checking out BLACKBEARD for the first time, or you've been using him for a while and just want to know more, then you'll want to stick around as we take a closer look next. This video is done in the updated operator profile format. What that means is when I made the original operator profile for this back when BLACKBEARD was first released, we've now had some changes since then, so when you click on that video to watch that, there will now be a link that will redirect you to this video to get the updated information. If you're very comfortable with BLACKBEARD and you've been playing with him since these changes have been implemented, then you'll probably not gain a whole lot of new information here. But if you're new to the game, this will keep you up to date, and if you just want to know a little bit more of the specifics of how his changes work, then you can check it out too. The biggest change to BLACKBEARD, of course, comes with his deployable rifle shield. This thing used to be an unstoppable beast. With the right positioning, he was all but invincible in many situations. Ubisoft felt that when people played BLACKBEARD, they were just keeping the rifle shield on. There was no reason for them to ever take it off, and there was no downside to ever using it. So they sought to change this up in a couple of ways. He used to have a rifle shield that could absorb 800 points worth of damage. It was really kind of rare to see his shield break in multiplayer matches. And while it could happen, it just wasn't happening often enough. So now they've made him far more vulnerable. He's gone from an 800 hit point shield down to a 150 hit point shield. This will break far sooner. However, in exchange for that added vulnerability, he now gets 2 shields instead of 1. So when the first one breaks, he can swap out and put on the second one. Of course, he can swap out that shield at any time. You'll notice when playing with BLACKBEARD, down in the lower right-hand corner, you get a shield display. This will show you the current health status of the shield you have equipped as well as your reserve shield. And you can swap between these at any time. You can actually change it out before it ever breaks. As soon as you detach it and then reattach, you'll be equipping the second shield in your rotation. This allows you to change out an already damaged shield before going into an area where you expect to run into trouble so you don't get left vulnerable. One thing to be aware of when using the rifle shield is that you do move more slowly with it on. BLACKBEARD is a 2-speed medium operator. However, with the shield equipped, he moves like a heavy operator in that case, much more slowly and more noisy. When the shield is off, he resumes his normal speed again. Also, previously you used to actually get a slight recoil bonus when using the shield. The heavier weight on the front of the gun made the recoil more stable. However, they felt that was a little too generous, and now that's no longer the case. When you have that on the front, when you're going under automatic fire with his MK17 assault rifle, you'll now actually have a little bit harder to control recoil. With this season's addition for a few new attachments to the game, he can also get some modifications on his weapons to really help him out a lot. Now when you're running around with that shield on the front of your gun, you're kind of slow, and bringing up your weapon can be something of a chore when you need it fast. So to help counter that, they've released the angled foregrip to put on the front of the MK17. This will help with a faster snap to ADS time and can really help him out in those pinches. He also has access to the extended barrel and the muzzle brake attachments. Extended barrel will help him retain damage at longer range instead of getting that shorter damage fall off that he used to get. Additionally, the muzzle brake will help if you tap fire the weapon, and it will help a little bit with recoil control, although you'll have to decide for yourself whether you get more benefit out of the recoil compensator or the muzzle brake in that instance. But you do have to be careful because his low magazine count can sometimes leave you out of ammo in a pinch. One of the best ways to use his rifle shield is when you fill a gap with it. That way you're leaving the more vulnerable parts of your body unexposed. Cases of this would be when you're rappelling from a window either inverted or as standard, and you're only allowing the shield to kind of be the part that's showing, leaving the rest of your body protected by the outer shell. Deployable shields are also your friend. If they're in front of an objective, you can walk right up to them and your lower half will be protected by that, while the upper half is guarded by the rifle shield itself. Other pieces of cover like countertops and such can work as well, and when paired with a crouched shield operator, you can get a similar effect. One of my favorite techniques is to actually create small murder holes, and then when you shoot through those, if they return fire, they're really only going to be hitting your rifle shield. His other primary weapon, the SR-25, gains a significant boost in performance with the new weapon attachment for the muzzle brake. Because this controls follow-up first shot recoil accuracy, you can put this on here, and as a single tap weapon, you're going to see a lot of benefit from using this. Putting on the muzzle brake attachment paired with a vertical foregrip makes something that shoots with pinpoint accuracy. Thanks to the high damage that he deals out, this will make it into a weapon that drops a target in about 2 shots as long as you're at short to medium range and you aren't engaging a heavily armored character. Even then, it's only going to take an extra round or two if you're at longer distances or you have heavier armor. The rest of BLACKBEARD's loadout remains largely unchanged. Well, that wraps up this updated operator profile. Now, if you want to stay up to date on all the latest profiles, reviews, walkthroughs, tips, tricks, and more for Rainbow Six Siege, then please like and subscribe. You can also follow me over at IcyCat25 on either Facebook or Twitter. Thanks a lot for watching, everybody. We'll catch you next time.